This is easily longer and steeper than any of the climbs in Sydney. Just 15% ramps all the way, baby. Strangely feels a bit like the Meg. People need to know about places like this. This is amazing. This weekend I have a box party in a town called Abermain, which I don't expect you to know where that is, but it's pretty close to Wollombi, which is a bit of a hub for when it comes to gravel riding. It's about 120 kilometers north of Sydney in New South Wales, Australia. I'm going to try and sneak out after the carnage of the night before, hopefully get out and get some kilometers in before the boys start to wake up for the day. There are some advantages to the alcohol-free lifestyle. This weekend is an experiment and a trial for next weekend's Wagga Dirty 130. I've hired a van to transport my bike and to experiment with what it looks like to sleep in a van to be close to the event. I think the only real concern that we have is that the weather's going to stay away. There's a massive rain forecast across Australia this weekend. We've been feeling it for the last couple of days. It's dried up just now, but it isn't going anywhere. I may be forced to invoke Rule 6 of the Voluminati. 2,789 euros. Okay, I think I found this little route. Turning left onto Hayes Road. Gets us straight onto some gravel. Then it's onto something called Trig Road, which I think is going to give us a pretty gnarly little climb. Let's check this out. Gravel climbs kind of hit different, especially after getting such a terrible night's sleep last night. Ooh. This climb is way gnarlier than I thought it was. This is cool. It's a pretty heavy ramp. I better get focused. So the good news is the rain managed to stay away, but the bad news is there has been a lot of rain. So this trail is pretty muddy. Some of those steeper sections where the water is running off, it's kind of really sloppy. Tires are caking up a bit, losing a lot of watts through the mud. This is easily longer and steeper than any of the climbs in Sydney. Alright, this is the calm before the storm. Looks like I've got a pinch of like 15 to 20% coming up here. Ooh, boy. Strangely feels a bit like the Meg. Come around that corner and whoop into some serious gradient. Although if I'm to believe my Garmin, I haven't even hit it yet. Oh well, might have been a false alarm. Okay, it was bluffing. That was not the top of the mountain. There's more. It ramps up. I think it's about a kilometer to the top now. What is this, 11%? Seemingly gets steeper than this. This is cool country, man. Wow. GoPro's not going to do this justice. That's a wall. Boy, that's a solid 15% ramp. Flattens out for a second now. I better tuck this GoPro away. I need to knuckle down. Yeah, boy, made it over the top. Wow, that was rad. You saw that one before. It just switched back into 2 more of those. It's just 15% ramps all the way, baby. Now, the question we need to determine is, what is the destination up here? Hopefully there's a lookout. I'm getting a sense that that radio tower up there is probably where we're headed. That means I'm getting close. That means if you look closely in there, there's a really gnarly climb to get to it. But in case there's not a good lookout spot, I'm gonna just pull up here because this one looks like supreme. Get a load of this. Somebody's got the right idea. Can you imagine having a little campfire just up here? That would be the perfect serenity. People need to know about places like this. This is amazing. There's a ranger station back there. There's a whole lot of walks that come out of this area. It's just spectacular. I know where I'm headed now. Flat Rock Lookout. Not too far. Well, I guess that's Flat Rock. We made it. Now that is a trying 17-kilometer gravel ride. 17 kilometers back, I'd like to think it's downhill, but it's not. It's very undulating. Might take a quick break here, drink in this view, and then let's head back home. The rain arrived. Did you pack a raincoat? It's a smart move on my behalf. Although it is going to be a tough juggle between staying warm and staying cold. Let's see how this goes. Also, Attacker, if you want to send me a raincoat to replace this raffle one, I'd be more than grateful. Okay, the rain's picking up. It's still quite nice though. Weather's warm. Raincoat's just enough. I think I'm gonna have to abandon filming for a while. I don't want the camera to get soaked in the wet. See you soon. Woo! I found the gravel. Okay, we made it. Back down the mountain now. That was so unexpected. Such heavy rain, it's just mud everywhere. I'm soaked to the bone, you can probably see. I'm absolutely coated in mud. Worth it. That brings this adventure to a close. A little bit of an unexpected ending there. You never know what you're gonna get on these types of rides. Have you done any rides near Wollombi or Cessnock? Do you have any suggestions on where I should adventure to in this area next time? This leaves me all clear and ready to rock for Gears and Beers next weekend. If you're going, I'll see you there. Okay folks, until next time, see ya!